Hello guys, in today's video I'm going to talk about some nice little Vim tip for Visual Studio Code, the Vim plugin. It's called Viewport. Let's enter the Zen mode first. So hypothetically you have a big file, 800 lines of code or whatever, and it's so big you need to compare the code at the top portion versus the bottom portion, and apparently one window is not big enough. So you can use Viewport. Ctrl W V will open up a new vertical window, and of course you can just use a mouse to scroll up and down and compare your code. The same file are opened in two windows and you can edit them, either of them. And of course you can use hotkey like capitalize G to move to the bottom of the file, or you can use double G to move to the top of the file, or say line 150 G. So you can navigate within each window independently and compare the code. Sometimes you may want to compare code from multiple files. For example, your component versus your template in an Angular project. So you can just Ctrl P to type the file name, say app routing module. Now we have another file open, and you can see window 2 now have two tabs. To close the previous tab, you can use Alt 1, 2, 3, 4. So Alt 1 is the first tab, Alt 2 is the second tab, and you can use colon Q to close the file, or Ctrl W O also can close the viewport or the tab. So it's fairly simple. Now you can also open a horizontal window, which, because my monitor is horizontal, it's not very often used. Ctrl WS, yeah, horizontal window, and you can combine vertical and horizontal. Say Ctrl WO to close, Ctrl WV to open the vertical guy, and Ctrl WS again to open three windows. You can obviously resize them and so on and so forth. I think it happens extremely rarely, but if you have so many windows and you do not want to use your mouse click to select the windows, you can use Ctrl W with the direction. Ctrl W H, you go to the left panel. Ctrl W L, you go to the right panel. Ctrl W I K, you go to the top panel. Yeah. So all these commands, you can just use the HJKL in Vim to navigate across these windows using your keyboard. So you do not have to make a trip to the mouse. So this is my tip on Viewport. Oh, there's one more thing. Ctrl WO will close all windows except the one that is active. So Ctrl WO is also pretty neat. After you have compared the code, you can just Ctrl WO and close everybody else, and you can work on the file you have been working on. Okay, here are the tips for Vim Visual Studio Code plugin, the Viewport. Thank you.